て柔らかな金髪なの？シャンプーはどこのブランド？筋肉も素晴らしいわ。あなたモデルをやろうと思ったことは？あなたなら十分通用するわよ。
おいモニカ、なんかこの犬に懐かれちゃってさ。
All right, my friends, we're here today to talk about Happy Halloween. Pika, pika, pika. We're here today to talk about Let's Play episode number 5. And thanks to one of the viewers in the comment section said, hey, hold on, pause, Dom. The show gets better. Thankfully, you know what? This episode is pretty good. I am all in for the spiciness at the end of the episode. So Link and our girl, they go out on a date, right? And she goes to the dog park with Link, you know, big muscular guy. She's like, oh, he's gonna be my protector. She had a nosebleed, which we all know what a nosebleed means. And I thought that was really funny. So they take Bowser, her dog, all the way to the dog park. They have a date. And Link saves the dog from whatever. And that ends up being Monica. I think her name's Monica. The pink hair girl. It ends up being her dog. And her and Marshall aren't necessarily out on a date, but they're out and about. And this Monica girl kissed Marshall as well, too. Not on the list, but on the cheeks, called him baby, whatever. So, you know, they're obviously together, even if they're not together. Even if he's just messing around with her, they have some kind of relationship, even if it's with benefits or whatever you want to call it. But they end up running into each other at the dog park. So that is some spiciness there, especially because Marshall has shown a lot of interest in our girl as well, too, which, you know, that is a whole... that's kind of like a whole nother ball game as well, too. So I like that. You know, he has showed interest in her. I don't think that he is the right fit. You know, personally, I think Charles or Link is the better fit for Sam. But, you know, I think that the fact that he's kind of in the mix now, he has ties with Charles, you know, because they did their kendo, you know, their kendo stuff before when he was a kid. And we get Marshall's backstory where, you know, he had a lot of pressure from his family and a lot of things bubbled up to him being who he is today. And being separated from them and stuff. And I just thought it was a really cool thing. And also this episode, Marshall and Sam get together as well, too. And they share some time to where, you know, she's fixing his computer and stuff. And they share a Hawaiian pizza. And she finally drums up the courage to ask him to replay Ruminate, which is the game that she created. And he committed that he will replay it, whether it's on stream. She doesn't care if it's on stream or video or just personal. She just wants to hear him actually give the game a real shot. They share a really cute moment where she kind of shares the reason why she makes games and all that. And I thought that was really cool as well, too. And they share a really cool moment. And then we also get to see Charles and Sam go out on a date as well, too. And I think Charles, again, I think he's the best one out of the three guys. And he kind of tells her on why he was so harsh to her in the beginning and his expectations for her. And the fact that he was proud of her later on. And that really drove home a lot of stuff in Sam. But then she also comes forthright and says that she doesn't want to be CEO. She doesn't want to lead her dad's company. That's not where she sees her future. Even if that does change, you know, at the moment, that's not where she sees her future. Like, she genuinely wants to give, you know, creating games and things that she's genuinely interested in a shot, right? And it makes sense because, you know, she was a sickly kid, you know what I mean? Like, that is a life-changing experience, and she definitely wants to make sure that she lives her life how she wants to live it. She lives it, you know, with how, and everything, and that totally makes sense, right? Like, more power to you for wanting to do what you're going to do. You only get one shot at it, so it's like, yeah, she should definitely do that. And that's not that she can't have a hand in her dad's company. It's not that she can't help out. It's not like she can't continue to work there, but when she thinks about pouring her love and time and effort, she wants to do what she wants to do, and I think you can really commend that. So at this point with the show, it's kind of like the love triangle between love quadrangle, I guess, between Charles, Marshall, Link, and then Sam. And I guess Link is kind of the missing, or not the missing link, but like kind of like the lowest link on the totem pole because he's just not really as interesting to me as the other two guys are. And for me, Charles is best guy at this point. So yeah, Let's Play. This episode was a good 7 out of 10. I think that's exactly where this show fits. It's a nice 7 out of 10. It was just funny enough. It's just interesting enough. And the end was just it drummed up my interest enough and like, oh, snap, to where I'm like, I want to see what's going to happen with that next episode. So yeah, my friends, pika pika. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.